Welcome to Marshal Matters, your podcast for all things motorsports from the trackside. With Sean and Taylor, your friendly local marshals. Well, Taylor, we're back.
We're back.
It has been a month.
A month, yeah.
So, yeah, we have a lot to catch up on. There has been so much in the world of motorsports and from our own personal lives to go over.
Yep.
And, yeah, so today we'll start off by talking about where we've been, what we've missed. In news this week that are big things to talk about, and also why I really want to get back into this. We have a brand new Indycar to talk about.
Yep. Finally.
And we also have some very important team news out of IMSA that I think we need to discuss as well. Plus a whole bunch of other things like, you know, F1 is doing stuff. NASCAR has done things. Anyway, everyone's on a fucking break now.
True.
And we come back because we're done our break. Whoops.
Yes, our little tiny hiatus that we didn't really plan.
No, we did not.
But that's okay. It happens.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so what's new with you?
Well, I mean, I was away. Like, I went on vacation.
You went to Goodwood?
Kind of. I went to Goodwood. It was good. Haha. No, it was a fantastic experience. Highly recommend if you could ever get out that way for Goodwood Festival of Speed. It is well worth the money. And on like a cheesy note, it was actually just kind of really nice to be a spectator with Peter again, because we don't get to do that very often anymore.
That's
and
fair.
It was just kind of nice to just exist and spectate something. Yeah, but it was really cool. Got to see a lot of fun stuff. Got to see all the like BYD cars that are like fully on the market over there, and I know are making their way over here, but they look pretty cool.
Interesting.
And will be remarkably affordable for an electric vehicle. So yeah.
Okay,
Really cool.
we're not doing ads for BYD. They're not paying us. I will
like,
say
just
no.
me.
Fuck that. I think they're shit. They're terrible cars. No one should buy them. There, we have to counter it. You know.
Yeah, we gotta counter it.
Yeah. Okay. That's
But
pretty
anyway,
good. That's
yeah. Went to Scotland finally.
well done. Well done.
Yeah. So, but yeah, finally got back, and then got back the day I got back. What happened in your life, Sean?
That was the day you got back. Oh my god, Jesus.
Yeah. I was
yeah.
on the plane.
Oh right, I was messaging you. Listen, sleep deprivation is a bitch. And I'm sleep deprived because my child decided to come a whole month early.
Yay!
Yeah, so little Suzanne entered the world on the 20th.
The 20th, yes.
Yeah, that's it. Yep, 20th. And yeah, so it's been a couple of weeks, and no one's dead. Still going well.
No one's dead. She's so cute and amazing.
Yep.
And small.
Very small. Was 4 pounds 11 ounces when born. That's what happens when you're a little undercooked. At 35 weeks and 6 days, so almost made it 36, but nope. Decided to come early, and yeah, so I will have you know that it was within an hour. I had her watching the Indycar Nashville race because that was live at the time, so I made sure to start her young in motorsports.
Start her young.
Yes, she will be your. Let me check this out. 2030 Indy 500 champion. Calling it now.
2030.
2030. Sorry, 2050 IndyCar champion.
I was like, bro.
2050.
Is she gonna be?
No. 2050. Listen, sleep deprivation. I'm telling you.
Yeah. 2050. Okay.
2050
let's
Indy
go.
500 champion.
Yeah,
Suzanne.
24.
Yep.
Let's go. I love it.
She'll
I'm
get
here
it.
for it.
She'll get it before Pato.
T.
Ouch. Ouch.
Aren't you
but
a
yeah.
Pato fan?
Listen, I gotta hope for something.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, those are the goals. She might decide otherwise, but those are the goals.
Decide otherwise what?
I don't don't know. Maybe she wants to be like an Olympic skier or
Project
like,
Miss
honestly...
Verstappen is starting now, okay?
Okay, fair enough.
Project Susie
Fair
Verstappen,
enough.
okay? She doesn't... I will leave her at a gas station. I mean,
You will not.
Sarah would kill me.
Yes. You have like an army of people now that would kill you if you did that.
Yes.
Do not be a Yos. Yos is not someone to strive for.
Exactly. Anyway, but I gotta start the saving fund for that. Let's get her into motorsports as soon as we can. And yeah.
Now accepting sponsorship deals.
Yes.
FYI. Anybody out there wanting to fund?
Invest early in Suzanne.
Young driver development.
2 months old or 2 weeks old, has so much potential, I guarantee it.
Yep.
But yeah,
well, clearly she wants to go fast, so.
Exactly. She is not one for waiting around, so therefore. But yeah, so anyway, that explains our absence the last month of you taking a vacation and then me taking a very unplanned sudden one.
Yes.
And
but that's okay, we're back.
We are back, and we have so much to talk about.
Yeah, we really do. Where do we start? On track or news? Shall we unpack some of the news?
Well, see, the last thing we talked, this is how long it's been, is that the last thing we talked about was before IMSA happened at CTMP. That's how long we had since we've talked.
Yeah, wild.
Yeah, and there has been, I think, quite a few races in every single series. So I don't think we can go over races specifically.
Yeah, I think, like, at the end of the day, like, F1's doing F1 things.
Absolutely.
IndyCar's doing IndyCar things. And NASCAR is doing NASCAR things. But we have some, like, news that we can kind of unpack. And I do have some flags, but we can unpack the news and just leave the on-track stuff to be... Racing happened when we were away.
Yeah, and like I think we can definitely talk about like F1 and kind of the break now and what we're expecting for the second half of the season. Honestly, same we could talk about IndyCar too, of what we're, because both are kind of in like a mini break. I think IndyCar's coming back either next week or this week or next week. I'm not quite sure. Time is a flat circle right now. Every day feels like the same.
Actually, let's look at what their next race is.
What day is today, actually? Say Monday?
Today is the 4th. It is a Tuesday. Because we had a long weekend.
Yeah, that doesn't help either. Anyway.
I know, it really doesn't. Let me see here. Well, yes, they are back this weekend at Portland.
Oh, yeah, and then they go nonstop, don't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because they're in Markham next weekend.
That soon, eh? Wow.
That soon.
I mean, it makes sense, actually, because Suzanne was supposed to be born after Markham, but anyway.
Or on race day. We all had bets.
Whoever had the under definitely wins.
I don't think anybody had the under. At least not that under.
Nope.
Anyway.
But yeah, so I think let's start talking with probably the biggest news of the week, which was IndyCar's new car.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Not a new car, but a new chassis.
Brand new chassis, the IR28.
The IR28, an upgrade from the IR what? 14?
Technically it's the IR12.
That is so bad. It took you 14 years to update this chassis.
Yes. So,
anyway, hallelujah.
Yes. And don't forget, though, it took him 14 years, but it's not going to race for another 2, so it's technically 16 years.
That's crazy. That's and also a good point. Yes, it is the 2028 coming. So we've got one more year on this car, which has been okay. But this new car is 100 pounds lighter. That's crazy.
Impressive.
That is very impressive. And like, I see where they're talking about like breaking new records and stuff, because I mean, like 100 pounds, I can't, like, the amount of seconds that they're gonna gain per lap, that much lighter.
Yep. lighter,
It'll be the
more
fastest racing.
efficient. Clearly they're going for that. They want to really sell the whole fastest racing thing.
Yes. And I think their power unit's 20 pounds lighter, too.
Yeah, they're going to go with, I think, the 2.4 liter thing when that engine reg comes in. My question is, in regards to if they're going to go for records, can they go for the closed course record? The 241 miles per hour. You think they can hit that? Yeah, 241.482 was Gilles de Ferran's record. They could only, I think, do that if they went to Michigan.
Yeah, maybe. Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I feel like it's possible. With a car that much lighter.
That lighter, they've put so much work into, I guess, the aerodynamics of it. I'll be honest, the only thing I actually don't like about the car, there's only one thing, and that's the rear wing. I don't like this curved kind of F1 2020 regs curved rear wing BS. It's weird. I don't know why this is where aerodynamicists are going with cars in terms of wings.
But I mean, if it's faster.
Yes. I do like how, compared to the newer cars, the front wing, the actual wing, like bottom part of it, is like continuous into the nose. Like, if you look at the other, like the current car, it actually steps down from the nose, then out, and creates a little channel right underneath. So I think it's really, I think, a good improvement in terms of visual looks. The lighter chassis will be huge for the sport in terms of records and speed and handling. Also, all the drivers say, like, the car nowadays handles like a brick, basically.
Yeah.
We'll see maybe some actual racing at Indy where guys can drive through the field. That would be nice. And I think the integration of the actual aero screen into it, yeah, it looks really good. You can really see how they took that aero screen line right through to the back of the chassis into the engine cover, really integrated in there, and it doesn't look like it's just bolted on. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, like I'm actually really excited to see this car. I know we're not getting it for next season, but 2028, very excited. Honestly, I think the biggest thing is the fact that it's a new chassis and it's the first one since 2012.
Yes. I don't know if you've seen some of the liveries mock-ups people have made on that too. They look great.
Oh, I haven't seen any of the like mock-up liveries.
Oh, I'll see if I can find this one. I think Ganassi did one, or was someone on the subreddit, on the Indycar subreddit, did one of like all the Ganassi liveries, on the 2028 car. I'll see if I can find it for you. But yeah, they look really good, and I think the lines of this car will play very well for, I guess, the teams and all the guys doing the design work on them.
Yeah, I think it's a good opportunity to shake things up. That's for sure. But I think it's gonna be fun to see. Yeah,
I just sent you on Instagram. It was Ganassi Racing. They did their own actual mock-ups of
that's
liveries.
So
yeah.
Ooh. Oh, I love the Sunoco.
The Sunoco
That's
is so
Kiffin's.
good. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing also, the number panel too. I actually love that IndyCar is finally going back to the number panel technology that they started using and then got rid of.
I do like that a lot of people aren't on board with the curvy wings.
Yeah. There's one shot I saw, though, from like the back of the car. It looks so good from the back. Like, so old school, very exposed mechanical bits behind it, and like I just thought it was one of the best shots of the new car. But yeah, IndyCar has a brand new car, and I think all of next season, the hype around it, the stories you can make of testing it, getting hype around the series will really, I think, be beneficial for this season, next season, into 2028. It's all a slow building process.
Only up from here. It's a good move for IndyCar. We've said for years on this podcast to get a new car. So our prayers have been answered, finally.
Yep. So yeah, that's probably the biggest IndyCar news that we've missed while being out. The other one was, I guess, that Ray Hall was selling a charter to Ryan Reinbold Racing.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw that in passing.
Yes.
Oh, so to be honest, so much happened. I
know.
And I was like, I remember clocking it at the moment, at the time, and then I'm like, it's gone. It's just gone.
Yep. It happens. But that's going to be interesting. I don't really have too much to comment on that now, because it's been such a while. But seeing how that creates, I guess, vacancies and people who are wanting rides for next season, like, Mick Schumacher, guys like that. And like, it got me thinking also, like, Mick. He really can get any seat he wants, can he? Like, in terms of like a paid seat, he can bring any kind of money, in theory.
Yeah.
I don't think the Schumacher family is short on cash.
Definitely not. No. He could go anywhere he wants, but I mean, didn't he like get a top 10 finish the other day?
Yes, he did on an oval.
Yeah, good for him.
Yes.
For his first season in IndyCar, good for him.
He's been surprisingly good on ovals.
Yes.
He's also had some terrible
luck. Maybe this is a series. Yeah,
I would like to see Mick stay. It was his car that basically got sold, so he's looking for a ride next year, and I'll be curious to see where he ends up. I hope he stays.
He won the Indy 500 Rookie of the Year, so.
I mean, it doesn't really mean a whole lot, but.
I know it doesn't mean a whole lot, but it's something.
It is. But yeah, I think the next biggest news to talk about is out of the IMSA camp, and this is actually recent news.
This is like Sunday news or like yesterday news.
This is literally yesterday. Yesterday, yes.
It was rumored last week. I heard rumors about this last week, and I was like, okay, interesting. I don't know if this is gonna like be real. And then Sunday on the radio,
IMSA radio.
On IMSA radio, at the end after Pfaff won the class. After they win, and somebody asked, like, hey, does this maybe change decisions? And he was like, it's above me. Like, there's the decision's made, pretty much. And then the next day it comes out that Pfaff is leaving IMSA as of next year. They'll finish the season, but then they're leaving.
Yes. And I think the big thing there is they're leaving for now.
Right? For now. It's not like, it's also not like it's not definitive because they did leave it up in the air. I don't know what the factors are behind the decision. In the article, it mentioned focusing a little bit more on Chris Pfaff's like recent ownership of CTMP and putting more focus on driver development there, and some much needed maintenance. There was mentioning of track improvements, and I was like, okay, that's exciting for us. Please be a landline. Please be a landline. Just fair. From the Marshal perspective. But it wasn't a definitive, like, there is a possibility that they could be back for next season, but he also said, like, we wanted to let our employees know now instead of like leaving it up in the air so that they have the opportunity to go and find employment, which I think is actually really good. Yeah, and that's totally fair. And if they decide to come back next season and they need to hire new staff, then so be it.
Exactly. Like, there's two angles I want to take this, like, of talking about the Pfaff leaving IMSA. One is I think, the bad luck of Pfaff in the last 4 years. And the other one is, what are the positives that we can actually build off of this happening, which they mentioned in their press release and stuff like that. So first, I just want to say, like, it sucks for the team. It sucks that you essentially run out of capital to go racing. But when you look at the team and you look at them over the last 4 years, since 2022, or 2023, Pfaff has had 4 different cars in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
They had Porsche, and then Porsche dropped them. So then they had to go to McLaren, and that blew up. Then they went to Lamborghini. Then they had to get a brand new Lamborghini this year. And yeah, when you're constantly buying new GT3 cars, it's going to affect you in 2 ways. 1, you don't get to learn the car. Simple as that. You're always going to be on the back foot because you do not get the same time with the car that all the other teams do. Guys who run the same car every year. Like if I'm looking at, let's say, I would say Paul Miller Racing, who run their Corvettes, who also are possibly in trouble. But they run their Corvettes every single year. You know what you're getting. Sorry, not Paul Miller Racing. Not Corvettes. BMWs. They run their BMWs every year.
Yeah.
And they've been a BMW team for, 5 years? They know what they're getting. And I think that, when you have to switch cars every year, you're at a disadvantage to the competition who doesn't.
Yeah.
And you also have to spend a lot of money. That's brand new parts you're buying every year, brand new chassis, brand new pieces of equipment to service those chassis. And you don't get any turnover. You're not all of a sudden going, oh, I used this last year, I can use this year. No, you're buying a whole new set. So you essentially had 4 years in a row, they had to get all new things. That's going to drain your coffers.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Not to mention, like, a lot of repairs being needed for, like, in the last few seasons when they've had really bad luck at some of the major events.
Especially when you're unfamiliar with a car or the car isn't handling perfectly because it's a brand new car every year. Like, you don't... Yeah. It's a negative feedback loop where, because you're always getting a car every year, it's not optimally set up. You may struggle with it. You may wreck it. You may have to spend more money on it. Then you're buying another car. Like or then you have worse results, and then you need to either find a new car, or you get dropped by whichever team you're using. So, yeah, it's unfortunate they've gotten here. I feel bad for them. On the flip side, what Pfaff is going to transition to, or at least what Chris Pfaff is saying he wants to do, I like that change in direction.
Agreed.
So what Chris Pfaff...
loss for IMSA.
Yes, for IMSA it's a
loss.
For Canadian...
yes, for Canadian racing as well.
For Canadian fans, it sucks. For Canadian racing, it actually could be quite good.
Could be, you're right, because he did say that he wants to invest in driver development in Canada, which is like a personal goal of his. So,
but not just that, like, I think a problem with Canadian motorsports right now and driver development is they cannot get that last little bit of funding to take that next step.
Yes. Yeah.
You see it in, I would say, every series, from like Road to Indy to the IMSA ladder. People get hung up on that, like, 2 tiers to go. Like, the Canadians, I think, are well represented in the pilot challenge in IMSA, but they can't get to that next level. They're not getting into the top GT3s. They're not getting into the top like prototype cars. They don't have the funding to do that, or they don't have the skill. Or the ones that do have the funding also don't have the skill. Just saying.
Yeah. Well,
So,
yeah.
but then you look at like through the road to Indy, how many Canadian drivers I've seen come up do really well in USF Juniors, USF 2000, Indy Pro 2000. They cannot get the funding to get the next step into Indy Lights IndyCar.
Yeah.
Like if you look
The
at
lack of funding is a massive problem.
if you look at Canada on the world stage right now, who is representing Canada?
Lance Stroll.
Yes. Can you name
there are others.
Can you name me 3 other Canadian drivers at a top level in any motorsport?
Parker Thompson? I think he's Canadian.
Parker Thompson, but like, yes, and he's bounced around, and he's one of those guys whose career has been heavily impacted by funding troubles over the years.
Funding troubles.
Yeah.
I mean, even look at Matt Clark. Like, Matt Clark had to pull out because of funding issues.
Yep.
And he is, like, a very talented young driver.
Yes.
Who I think could have such a good career.
Mm-hmm.
But funding problems.
Yep.
So, really, I can't name any others off the top of my head other than Lance Stroll. I'm sure there are others.
No, there 100% are others. But the issue is, I would say, they're not in the mainstream, and they're not well known. If you go back, let's say 26 years into 2000s, or just say like 2000 or 1999, Canadians were rocking it. And a big part of that is Canadians had fantastic sponsorship and funding opportunities that got so many young drivers through the lower divisions and up into pros. Most of that came through the players' cigarette sponsors.
Yeah.
Right? So I kind of hope with Pfaff, they could be the next iteration of that for Canada.
Yeah, I agree. Which I think would be great. Like it'll be a very good thing to have in Canadian racing and supporting Canadian racing.
But also that from a different perspective, as the also now track owners, you want people to come to the track.
Yes, and you want more series to come to the track.
But also, what's the best way to get people to the track? Give them something to cheer for. Get a whole bunch of young Canadian kids coming up and say, hey, you want to go watch these kids?
I was going to say, to sponsor their children.
I mean, that's my child. Okay, my child wants to get sponsorship. Chris, if you're listening, you're not. I know you're not. But I will be coming after you for a check to get my child into every single series of CTMP over the next 20 years.
So I think too with the money, because from what I understand, part of their purchase of the track is that they hope to bring more series to CTMP.
More series, and they want to run the track longer in the year.
Longer in the year, all year, if they had it their way, all year. I think probably bringing back like the skidoo racing or like the snowmobile racing.
That'd be awesome. I would love that.
I would totally go. I would absolutely go for snowmobile racing.
I would see if I could participate.
Hilarious.
That'd be fun as hell.
Oh, it would be so much fun. But I think they're also, from what I understand and the rumors I've heard, they're eyeing Cup, like NASCAR Cup. Which means that they would have to put in a lot of upgrades to be able to do that. Like there's no way that you could have NASCAR Cup at CTMP the way it is now. We would 100% need a landline. Like we should have a landline anyway for IMSA to be at the track.
Yep.
And we don't. But I think they're really eyeing, and who knows, maybe like Mark Mindy is only a 5-year deal, if a 5-year deal stands, because you never know in the world of motorsports.
Contracts made to be broken.
Yep, contracts are broken all the time.
Exactly.
Between drivers, between manufacturers, between like anybody. So like really your contract in motorsports never really like holds much water.
Just ask Alex Palou, Oscar Piastri, McLaren. Contracts, Sean Tracks or something. I don't know.
Oh gosh, how many years has it been since that tweet? Was it 4 years?
4 or 5 actually. It's been a while. Maybe 6.
Yeah, but like August 2nd was when he tweeted it.
Yes, it was. We just had the anniversary of that. I didn't actually catch what year of it on the sleep deprivation. I got to keep bringing that up. 2022.
I know, the sleep deprivation is big. But whatever. Anyway, happy anniversary, Oscar Piastri. You didn't join Alpine. But yeah, there is a lot of improvements that need to be made, and it's kind of nice to hear the commitment to actually putting money into the track, because that was our biggest problem.
Yes.
Is that owners, who shall remain nameless, didn't really want to put the money into the track that needs to be put in.
No, they put in their son's team.
Paving. And that includes paving the roads, because my goodness, those potholes are so bad.
They're getting worse every year.
They're getting so much worse. Did you note at the beginning of the year they definitely filled them with like gravel?
Yeah.
And then did you like see how bad it was at IMSA? Like the last time I was there for regional, and I was just there, the potholes were so bad. Like
specifically the ones up the hill from the valley?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't actually see those frames. I didn't drive down there.
So bad. It's so bad. They are gigantic chunks. Just gone.
They're gonna break someone's car.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm like, just fix the roads. But I think that these are the legacy problems that they inherited. So there's a lot that needs to be done. But first and foremost, please just spend the bag and get a landline. Yeah. I beg. I'm begging. I can't do the radios anymore. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, it's rough. It's really rough.
It's rough, and we technically don't qualify as a grade 2 track.
Yeah, we're grade 2
anyway.
FIA with an asterisk beside it, because technically
with
we
an
shouldn't.
Asterisk.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this was our year that we didn't actually have a physical person come and like inspect the track. Nice. It was just like a, hey, you're still going? There's your license.
Must be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Considering I also know one of our landline boxes got blown up during the Victoria Day weekend.
Oh yeah, like absolutely, like pulled out, like the wires were pulled off, like.
Yeah. Anyway.
First off, how, and 2, why?
Drunk.
Anyway, stupid.
Same answer for both.
So stupid. Anyway.
Yeah. I'm very curious to see what they will do at CTMP. I wonder if they'll be crazy enough to bring the oval back.
You know what? Well, I don't think they will, because now it's the DDT. Like, part of the oval is now the DDT.
They'll do something. One thing I think CTMP needs is an actual permanent grandstand.
Yes, I agree.
Like, when you look at this, is like, let's go with F1 talk for a quick second. Hungary, the Hungaroring. Mm-hmm. How you have that nice grandstand built into the hillside beside the track.
Yep.
If only CTMP had a nice hillside right beside it, that you could just build a grandstand right along there.
There's a few nice hills that they could do that.
Just put a nice one along the front stretch, and you could also put some, you put a nice grandstand there. You put 1 bathroom, maybe 2, and 2 concession booths. And guess what? People would be there all day.
Yep, all day.
Yeah.
There's so many things that they could do, and like I think that it's a good property for them to kind of get a little bit creative. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for our home track that we're going to see some really good improvements.
Same. Though, I would say it sucks. The plaid is no longer on the grid.
Yes.
But thankfully, the Canadian fans will just transition to 13 Autosports because that's easier. And they already have a Rock and Canada livery anyway.
Yeah, and honestly, Canadian fans, if you're looking for a team to be a fan of in IMSA, I would suggest AO Racing. It's fun.
Okay, we're done with this conversation.
But okay, you brought up Hungary. Do we want to transition into some F1 talk?
Yeah, I think that's a good
Where
time.
things are at?
Looking F1 on the season right now, where do you think it's going to finish?
Oh, I can't believe Lando Norris won at Hungary. I was very upset.
Yeah.
But what an interesting first half of the season we've had in F1. I have to remind myself of the driver rankings right now.
Yeah, I just pulled up the standings right now. So, obviously, Antonelli is in the lead with a comfortable lead in the championship. He has 6 wins, 9 podiums. I feel like he's got one hand on the trophy.
He does. And I think I love the fact that Lewis is in second. I mean, He has 9 points over Russell, which I think is going to be a bit of a tight battle between the two of them because Russell has had, I guess you could say, terrible luck, but I don't know. Like, I think he's definitely out of this title race. I don't think you can come back from this. I mean, 59 points is doable at this point in the season, but that would mean Antonelli has to, DNF all the rest of the races or, not finish in the top 10. But it's nice to see Lewis having some success at Ferrari. It was a matter of time.
Yep.
It's all awesome. Leclerc's at 4. That's crazy. Ferrari's having a decent year.
Listen, would not be surprised if Ferrari can win the Constructors this year.
Yeah. They're actually having a really good year.
Well, okay.
And I know McLaren has brought some upgrades, but
here's the thing also. So in the first half of the season, 3 teams have won. Mercedes, Ferrari, and McLaren. McLaren got their 1 at Hungary. Before that, it's been the Mercedes, sometimes Ferrari show.
Yeah.
Ferrari has won twice. Mercedes 8 times. Ferrari is only that's 68 points behind them? Am I doing the math from that? No. What's the math on that?
No, 72.
72 points back.
72 points, yeah.
72, okay. Okay, so we're doing. Listen, my math doesn't count sleep deprivation. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, only 72 points behind.
I mean, McLaren's 87 points behind Ferrari.
That's actually huge.
Mm-hmm.
And then Red Bull is even further behind. Red Bull's having a year. So
Red Bull's having a bad year. It's just been a bad year. Also, on the F1 talk, I will say my yellow flag for this week is Max Verstappen was right. Isn't that funny? All of the drivers complained so much about, recently about the regulations. Max has been complaining all year.
Yep.
And they all came after him saying, if you don't like it, just retire.
He should.
Everyone is complaining about the regulations. In the end, Max was right. I just find it a little bit funny.
Do you want to read into the Max hanging out with Toto during the summer break?
No.
You don't want to read into that? Okay.
No. I don't know. I mean, Max is either going to leave F1 or just screw up the grid and go somewhere else. He's been tied to McLaren. He's been tied to Mercedes. I think George is shopping around too because George can't take being worse than a teenager.
Yeah.
George has nowhere to go.
Yes.
He really doesn't have anywhere to go. That he's going to be the star of the show. So I don't know. It's just, I think it's funny how Max was right all along. F1's in a weird space. I think there's a lot of things or people who have been winning that we didn't really see or predict we're gonna win. I don't think any of us predicted that Lewis was gonna have the year that he's having.
No, and I think a big thing out of this year is that Ferrari actually, I think, have been the better team in terms of consistency. They don't have the outright pace Mercedes does, but they are consistent. They only have 2 times not in the points this year.
Which is that's a really great year, especially with the troubles that they've had the past
That's the
5
best.
years.
That's the best team on the grid. They have the most point scoring finishes on the year.
Yeah. And like Mercedes has definitely had the leg up. They do have the pace. They have the better car.
They're glass cannons.
Yes.
Reliability is going to be a bitch, especially as we get into the hotter, I would say, races. As we get into like what's coming up. Netherlands, I think they'll be fine. Netherlands, Italy, I don't know. That could be pretty hard in the power unit. But what's that? The Spain one. Is it the Madrid
and
ring?
We can't forget the Bahrain Grand Prix in Malaysia.
I was gonna get there, damn it. But that's gonna be a hard race in the power unit. Azerbaijan could be hard in the power unit with those long straights. Bahrain and Malaysia, that's gonna be hot and heavy on the power unit. Singapore could be heavy. USA and Texas, Mexico. There's actually so many. These are all power dependent circuits. Mercedes will have the advantage there, but do they finish every race?
Yeah, but do they have that? Yeah. Do they have the reliability?
Or do they have to turn it down to finish the race? That's why I think at the end you could actually see Ferrari stealing the constructors from them. Because if Ferrari is getting 30, 40 points every week and Mercedes is getting, say, 25 because they only have one driver finish, they could win. But you're slowly going to eat away at that.
Yep.
Yeah, especially like Monaco. Like, Mercedes had since Canada, they've only had 2 double points finish, 1 double podium, and that was Austria.
Wow.
I'm not sold on this Mercedes
sold on
team.
Mercedes?
No, I am not. You know who I am sold on though?
Who?
Adrian Newey.
Oh boy.
That is going to be a fascinating second half also question is Aston Martin's upgrade and Honda's development real?
I don't know. I don't know. We're going to have to see.
Hungary was impressive to go from back of the pack team in Belgium to suddenly being 13th and 14th on merit. And Stroll beat Alonso. Just saying.
Nuts.
Which is hilarious, actually.
It's hilarious. I don't know, like Aston Martin, I think we all kind of knew that this was coming. Like, we knew that the B car was going to be at Hungary, what was going to happen.
It all comes down to Honda now.
It does. So we will see. We will see. Is Adrian Newey going to pull an Adrian Newey? But again, if not this year, next year.
Yeah, exactly. Like the history
I would expect
says.
better things.
Like the history says that what Adrian Newey does is build the shit box that doesn't work, but there is like there is something in there that should work, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
And then they figure it out, and then they're stupid fast. It happens all the time.
It happened at every team he's been a part of so far, so I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's coming.
Yeah.
Aston Martin's time is coming.
I think so.
They unfortunately just had to live with some Honda shenanigans.
Yes.
Again.
It happens. I think Alonso's tired of it. But do we have our... Do you want to go over our predictions at the beginning of the year to see how we're playing out so far? Or do you want to...
Sure.
Do you have those?
Yeah, that would be great. No, I don't have those.
Did I have those either? I don't remember.
Oh.
I don't remember we saved those.
Down? Hold on.
You should have. Hey, we do have them. They're in the dock. You just got to scroll down.
Oh, okay, good. Wow, we were smart, kind of.
Okay, interesting.
Oh.
Okay, this is one thing I will say based on our predictions beginning of the season. and how wrong we were. We did not put enough respect on fucking Kimi Antonelli.
We didn't.
Looking at our driver prediction, you had him not even in the top 6. I put him 6th in my predictions. Wow.
We did not. Oh, what a surprise! But I'm thrilled. I'm so thrilled that Antonelli is leading. I love this for him.
Yeah.
He's such an innocent kid.
Yes.
He seems so humble, and he's not George Russell.
It is the little things.
Mm-hmm.
Also, looking back at our predictions, I disrespected the hell out of V-Carb.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had way too much hope on Aston Martin.
Yeah, you put him 7th. That was a choice. I put them 9th. That might happen. Maybe.
I think we were spot on with Cadillac, though.
Wow, that was a hard one to predict. I mean,
yeah,
our top 4, you have Mercedes, Ferrari, McLaren, Red Bull. I have Ferrari, Mercedes, McLaren, Red Bull. It's going to be very interesting whose top 4 plays out.
Yeah.
I think we know McLaren, Red Bull are 3-4. But who gets that
Williams.
1-2? Williams has been so disappointing.
So disappointing. And they basically said that they're going to miss them this year. So, I already know that 5 down is just a mess for me.
Yeah.
I really disrespected Alpine.
Yeah, Williams, I hope they can get something in the second half.
Okay, pause on Williams for a second because I want to talk about them. I am not thrilled with how, also James Vowles, defending Sainz, the incident with Piastri.
Fucking
and saying
stupid.
No.
Absolutely ridiculous. And didn't he blame Alonso or Stroll? He actually said it was the Aston Martin's fault because he was in front of them.
Like that. And it was a malfunction, blaming the FIA. I was like, don't do that because when you watch the onboard, there's absolutely no excuse. The blue flag was on multiple times, multiple laps. And this is my black flag of the week. Don't blame other people when you were just being an absolute jerk on the track and stupid. Absolutely not. You know exactly what you were doing. You cannot go. He's seen the blue flag at least 9 times before Piastri makes a move, and then he tries to blame Piastri. I didn't see him. I didn't know he was there. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, 100%.
It was so ridiculous, and I saw that today that Vowles came out and was blaming the FIA that there was a malfunction in the blue flag. No. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
There was no malfunction. You just didn't tell Sainz, and Sainz also just didn't adhere to the multiple blue flags that he would have seen. Unreal. I was so furious when I saw that. I was like, are we serious?
That was one of the stupidest things, yeah.
I totally understand why Piastri was so frustrated.
Yes.
Rightfully so.
Again, it didn't matter because his car failed, sadly.
Mm-hmm. Sadly.
Yes. But yeah, it's just one of those things where you were an idiot, own it, and be like, you know what? Yeah, that's my bad. I made a mistake. I wasn't paying attention. Team could have told me, but there were issues with communication, yada, yada. But at the end of the day, the flags are there for a reason.
Mm-hmm. You can see it plain as day. If I can see it, he can see it. Those light panels are made for them to see. And he said they were blue at least 9 times.
Was it also... This also pissed me off. I'm just trying to think. Was it Hungary qualifying? Where... Which qualifying was it? Where there was a yellow flag again, and someone, I think it was Antonelli. Yeah. Antonelli in qualifying during the Hungarian Grand Prix got a 3-place grid penalty.
Mm-hmm.
because he went faster through yellow flags.
Right.
Yes. I'm trying to see if I can find the actual thing. It's hilarious because in, what was it, Austria, when George goes faster through yellow flags, he goes, "Oh, I lifted, it's fine." Kimi doesn't slow down through yellow flag. It's like, it's the same thing we were saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to see if I can find the actual thing, because they said something about his, what was it? Him not slowing down, basically.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it's like
Antonelli not slowing down.
Yeah. The dumb thing is, you allowed a guy to literally go faster through yellow flag.
Yep. And this is what we talked about, the precedent
Yes.
that they are setting, and it's unfair. So what? George gets to complain and get his way, but Antonelli does the same thing, probably, and he gets penalized, but George doesn't. Why? Because he's had so much bad luck.
So here's the thing. Here it says, like, okay, so the mini sector time was only 0.3 seconds slower than his best time for that sector. And while he had lifted 16 meters earlier, he was 14 kilometers an hour slower entering the yellow flag sector, but was 3 kilometers an hour faster when passing the incident site. Okay, wasn't George?
Yep.
And I don't understand how that was allowed.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So that's something I think is stupid. Also, speaking of penalties, and for F1 going the second half, Lewis Hamilton needs to stop taking fucking penalties.
I know. Like, please stop.
He's cost himself so many places just taking dumb penalties.
Exactly. Like, just don't. I get, like, he's probably hungry and he really wants the wins. He wants the poles, but, like, don't cost yourself places making dumb mistakes and getting dumb penalties. It's not worth it.
Yes. But yeah.
Anyway.
That's all I got for that. Yeah, what do we have coming up for this week? Anything?
Indy at Portland.
IndyCar at Portland, and then we're at Markham the next week. And NASCAR is at Iowa. That's gonna be a boring race, I think. So yeah, best race of the weekend is going to be Portland.
Probably. Super bikes at CTMP.
Ooh, have fun with that one. I did not sign up for that.
Don't ever. I'm so not excited for it. I'm regretting it so much, but it is what it is.
I look forward to all the stories next week, because we will be back next week. We're not going to take this stupid hiatus again.
No.
And yeah, we'll be back next week. Thank you for being patient with us as we disappeared. And yeah, we'll continue to talk all things motorsports for the rest of 2026. Thank you and goodbye. Thank you for listening to Marshal Matters. If you enjoyed the show, remember to leave a rating and a comment, and also follow so you don't miss an episode. And don't forget, if you want to get involved in motorsports, the easiest way to do so is by marshalling at your local track. Join our cult.